Hello friends, welcome back. Today I want to make a little art journal page. I have these stickers from Kathy Holden called Flea Market Finds, and I found a couple in here that I would really like to use that are just, I think they're beautiful. And they are, look at this, right here, and then maybe this one with a word in it. I got these in the Spellbinders kit and I would like to use them. So we're going to use a Tim Holtz stencil, some distress inks, and who knows what else I'm going to throw at it. But working on some heavy, this is B paper, BEE, watercolor paper. And I think this is like 4x6. Let me measure. 5.5 by 4. So 4 by 5.5. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just rub some Lost Shadow ink all over this paper. Oh, I have a question. Anybody knows how to make this straighten out? Please let me know. I've tried rolling it the other way and doing all kinds of things, and it's just not going the way it should. When I pulled it out of the package, it had like crumpled on itself in the middle of the roll. So first things first, Lost Shadow Distress ink. I'm going to use a dome foam. I'm just going to add some random Lost Shadow over this paper. I'm really excited to see how this plays with these other colors. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my favorite brown in all the land, Vintage Photo. Just kind of get a base of color on here. And back in with Lost Shadow. Then we're going to throw a little water at it and let the Distress ink do what Distress ink does. These are regular Distress inks, not oxides. All right, see what that water's doing? I'm going to blot it. I'm going to go dry this and then come back and pile on. All right, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to go in with the Lost Shadow again. Just add a little more. And look at that effect you get. If you do the speckles and then add a little more ink on top of it, that's kind of neat. It's like a tone on tone. Now I'm going to come in with the stencil. And I think this is going to need to go this way because those are pretty tall stickers. And I'm going to use some of this here polka dot with some Mermaid Lagoon. Let's do Mermaid Lagoon. Oops. Don't move on me. This is probably shaking the camera. I'm really sorry. And we're going to shift a little and do some more. And then shift again. All right, so now we've got some polka dots and we're gonna do the water again. Let it sit for a sec and then blot. And I'm gonna go dry this and I shall return. All right, now I'm gonna hit it with some Uncharted Mariner. Kind of want these shades of blue in here. Let's see how that kind of darkens it up, grunges it up a little bit. Oh, I'm taking a watercolor painting class this month. It's a 3-day workshop with an artist from California. I'm really excited. I'll try to remember to look him up and link to him. He uses super bright colors. Very, I don't know. I just really like it. I do have questions for him though, because one of the colors he uses is Opera. And Opera is fugitive. It has no light fastness at all. So I'm curious what the workaround is there. If you want to paint a painting that's going to, be framed and displayed, how do you keep it from fading away? I mean, if it's going to be in an art journal or whatever, sketchbook, that's going to be closed most of the time. It's okay, right? But I'm curious about how to keep it from fading in a frame. It's a color that I've always liked because I like hot pink, but I've never used it because of the fading thing. So a little more water. Yeah, I know I'm giving this a lot of water. Then we're going to blot again and dry. Now I've got some Distress Embossing Glaze, Finished Photo, and Lost Shadow. And we're going to do a little embossing glaze spots on here. I've got my Globecraft Piccolo embossing powder adhesive dabber. And I'm just gonna dab it through. And just whatever sticks, sticks. I'm fine with however, how much ever, whatever. And I've got my little container of embossing glaze here. I'll add some more. I'm not too picky about how well this sticks, where it sticks. If there's some damp spots in the paper, that's okay too. Oops. A little more on here. All right, I'm gonna go heat this and then come back and do the same thing with the vintage photo. All right, I don't know how much of that you can see, but in real life, it's lovely. I'm gonna do the same thing with the vintage photo. And these may overlap a little bit, and that's okay. I'm just going to do that one area right there. I'll be back with this melted. We've got these stickers, and I really want to use, I think this one with the cows on it. And it might actually blend in to this background a little bit, which I think will be really neat if it does. Give it a good rub, make sure it's really on there. I think that's the neatest sticker. I love it. Anybody remember bubblegum cigars? Oh, can't have them now. It's not PC, but I remember them. You know who else remembers? Pepperidge Farm remembers. You have to be of a certain age, I suppose, to get that. I thought I would use this, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to waste it. It's lovely. Pulled out my Tim Holtz Remnant Rubs. I use this clock face, and I don't know how well these are going on. I don't know how well these are going to go on, and I don't care. Even if I just get a little bit, I'll be happy. Let's get this on here. Yeah, I'm going to add some of this gold. a little gold on there for my cows, because don't cows deserve gold? I think they do. I'll add this one here. Now I've pulled my quote chips over too. Let's see if there's anything in here. It would be, always take the scenic route. Okay, so I'm going to cut this and then I'm going to sand it and rough it up. So we'll take always, and then take and then we'll use scenic route together. Got my sanding block. I'm just going to sand the edges. And we'll just rough it up a little bit. Now let's ink them up a little. Some vintage photo. How to put these. Like this. I have this arrow I would like to add. Move these up a little. Yeah, let's do that. Bear glue. And lastly, scenic route. Okay, let's get this arrow on. Maybe if you don't take the scenic route, how are you going to see cows, right? Here's our finished art journal page for today. Always take the scenic route. I love the way this turned out. The sticker cows, so we've got a nice mixed media background along with some stenciling. We used stickers out of this Kathy Holden Flea Market Finds sticker pack. This you could even use on something, couldn't you? I've got two Distress Glaze colors on here, Lost Shadow and Vintage Photo. We used a stencil. And this one is 128 remnant rubs, word chip that I cut up, and 4 distress ink colors, regular distress inks, not oxides. I hope you like this little art journal page. It's 4 by 5.5 watercolor paper. Have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.